Hello and welcome to this video outlining the pathways for science in year 10. So the two pathways would historically be known as double and triple, but the official titles now are combined science and separate sciences. Combined science is double, separate science is what you would know as triple. The trilogy option is what we and most schools do. In double science, they'll learn biology, chemistry and physics as separate subjects. There is an option that a few schools do called synergy, which kind of mixes their subjects up a little bit. But the vast majority of schools do trilogy like ourselves. So there is a lot of similarities and then some differences between separate and combined. In essence, the difference is that you get an extra GCSE at triple science, but you have extra content to learn. The advantage of double is that a lot of how we run it at Longsands, there is an awful lot of similarities with triple. They have the same amount of teaching time, even though there's less content. They have the same number of teachers. In other words, at Longsands, whether you're doing double or triple, you will have a specialist biology teacher, chemistry teacher, and physics teacher, which is very unusual because we're in a very fortunate position to be able to have science subject specialists in all three disciplines. Like I said, same number of hours a week, so 2 hours of each subject per week, 6 hours per week in total. All of the students will sit 6 exams. If you're doing triple, those exams will be 100 marks and an hour and 45 each. If you're doing combined, the exams are 70 marks and an hour and 15 each. So the exams are a bit shorter as well. For both options, you can go on to A level. If you do triple, you'll have a slight advantage in that you will have covered slightly more content, and there will be certain parts of the A-level course where you will have a bit of a head start on students that have done double. If you've done double and you're a little bit behind at certain parts, it's never a problem. It just means that you have to work a little bit harder for a couple of weeks just to get up to speed, and then it's kind of back to normal. And your teachers are always very, very happy to help after school, and we do clinics and so on to make sure everybody's up to speed. So yeah, both very good options. Let me go to the next slide to show you just a summary of all that information, which you can see here. You can pause the video if you like, but same number of papers, longer papers for separates. Separates and triple is 1 extra GCSE. Regardless of that, you have at least 8 GCSEs if you do double anyway. Both are able to study A-level science. There is a slight advantage for triple science because you will have covered more content and there will be certain topics that you might be a bit more familiar with when you start your A-level journey that a double student would need to work a little bit harder for a few weeks to get up to speed. A lot more content to learn, more required practicals to learn for triple, but not any extra time to do it. So we have triple science can be a little bit of a squeeze, but we choose students that we think can cope with that. Combined science, we probably have a little bit more time than a lot of schools, which is a nice position to be and a good option to get 2 strong GCSEs. How will we decide on who will do what? Well, that will be a combination of a number of factors. Year 9 students will be asked to rank students to be as a 1, which means highly suitable to combined science, and 4 being highly suitable for separate sciences. And this will be based on assessments, so their mid-years, their end of years, also how they performed in class and general attitude, work rate, effort, interest. We'll also ask students if they have a preference, but ultimately as an experienced department, we will be relatively confident that we can make sure that students are doing the best course for them, and we aim to have match roughly the national average in terms of proportion of students doing separate and combined. As I said, both options offer a very rigorous and broad scientific curriculum and are good options for A-level science, but if not, it's still a good option just to have a good general scientific knowledge, which is obviously very important in this day and age. Okay, thank you very much. If you have any further questions, please do let me know. Thank you.